Mr. Soni, welcome to China.
Thank you.
India and China share many common grounds, such as the heritage of ancient civilization and vast resources. Yet these two countries also have many differences. Now, how can these two countries work with each other and complement each other for achieving a win-win situation?
Well, I think we've started on the right foot, culture and tourism being very important. And I think this, more than anything else, helps people come closer, because you don't see any kind of governmental propaganda when you're exchanging exhibitions like the one we are inaugurating this evening, or some cultural dance and music programs, festivals of the two countries. And thereafter, I think, in the course of development, both countries are developing fast, have high growth rates. So in that process, I think it's important that we share and exchange our experiences, how to reach out to massive populations. Both countries have that. And also populations which are rural based, which really need the support to get a level playing field. I think that's what both countries have to do finally.
In 2002, India became the official tourism destination of Chinese citizens, and 2006 is the India and China Friendship Year. To further extend the achievement, what are your plans to further enhance the cooperation between the two countries in terms of tourism industry?
You know, the recent visit of your president to India, the Prime Minister of India and His Excellency the President of China, said that 2007 is going to be the year of friendship through tourism between India and China. So they've already announced that, and it's been welcomed at least right across India. So in this very short while, less than a month since this announcement was made, the Tourism Ministry in India has been working like overtime on translating our website into Chinese so that we can reach out to many more people. We have already made plans of inviting people like you and others who have a reach of their own. And we plan to organize in both countries, I hope, travel road shows where you buy and sell travel. We arrange them all across the world, and we have two very important travel marts in India, and I hope we can invite Chinese travel agents to those marts. It would be very interactive. And I think the visits which we will organize from China to India would make you write about what your experiences are, write about tourist and cultural destinations in India. And probably in Chinese it would reach out to a whole lot of people. And I know that your economy is growing very, very fast, 9.6 or 9.8%. More and more Chinese are traveling. So I feel that in another 10 years, I wouldn't be surprised if almost half your population travels for leisure. And we would like to have a big chunk of that.
India is a fascinating country with many unique attractions. For example, Indian food that's very delicious and nutritious. We all know Taj Mahal as well. So in your opinion, what are the flagship tourism products that can attract mostly Chinese people?
One product which I think would be particularly of interest to the first-time traveler is the entire Buddhist circuit which we have evolved over the years. We've got now a special train which is going to run to all places of Buddhist interest. So I know that in the past also a lot of Chinese have come and they want to go to Bodh Gaya, Nalanda. And I think a large Chinese delegation led by senior leaders of the party and government are going to visit India for that occasion. So I think the Buddhist circuit would be something which everybody would like to visit. Besides that, we have not as many as you, but a fair number of World Heritage Sites. The famous one being the Taj Mahal, which we call the Golden Triangle. You do a few sites in Delhi, then you go to Rajasthan, where you see a totally different architecture, and you land up finally in at Agra and the Taj Mahal. So I think this is an experience which is different to what people would have anywhere else in the world. And then I know that I have learned over the last 2 days that the Chinese are fond of some aspects of Indian cooking which are not too spicy, but like barbecue food and some other items which we are really now sort of evolved a mechanism that we prepare it for the foreigner to suit his palate.
In a country's economy, all industries are connected, and tourism is one of the backbone industries of India. It also directly provided over 20 million employment opportunities to the local. Well, what is the significance of promoting Indian travel packages in the China market?
Well, you see, tourism, you are quite right, is probably the biggest generator of employment, direct and indirect. It mobilizes resources needed by India for development. And if we attract more and more tourists, we don't have our fair share of tourists as yet. We have some problems. The priorities of our government have been different: education, health, employment. We are now looking at tourism and culture as an industry, as an economic driver. And having said this, government is paying much more attention to building up the infrastructure. We are short of hotel rooms. I see such beautiful hotels come up in the last 11 years when I first came to Beijing. We need hotel rooms, we need budget hotel rooms, we need better connectivity, air and train. We are also tackling this problem of sewage and sanitation across the length and breadth of the country. I'm talking of smaller places of tourist interest. So I think in the next few years, with the emphasis being given on developing tourism as an economic industry, I think we will be able to have much better saleable products also for the Chinese market.
India is China's biggest trading partner in the South Asia area, with a trade volume of over $20 billion in 2006, and it is expected to achieve $40 billion by the year 2010. So how can tourism industry help enhance the business collaborations between these two countries?
It can, because you see, and now as you rightly said, quoted the figures recently at the visit of your president, $40 billion was put as the next target, and everybody is confident that we are going to achieve it before 2010 as we did the last one. Now when tourists come to either country, you shop. There are lots of things. Shopping is one big opportunity in India. Food, cuisine is another good opportunity in India. We have today wellness tourism. We've tried to build up on health lines, yoga, using natural herbs and oils, almost like an industry. That's very sellable. Kerala and Goa are selling beaches and backwater tourism, living in houseboats. It's that we are trying to evolve various products of tourism, and when people come, they do spend. Even if they are coming on a budget which is shoestring budget, it's still, they are welcome, because it helps to create employment. Employment generates wealth, and that's how our countries can look to a future where the common citizen is also usefully employed and contributing to the national economy.
Hope the tourism industries of India and China achieve more fruitfully in the near future. Minister Soni, thank you for meeting with the audience.
My pleasure.
Director General of the State Administration of Cultural Heritage. Let us extend our warm welcome and express our heartfelt.
出席今天展览开幕活动的还有印名人论坛、中国机械工业联合会
以古代印度瑰宝展隆重的开幕典礼，我们感到非常高兴。我谨代表中国国家农务局对展览的顺利开幕表示热烈祝贺，并代表我的中国同事对印度文化旅游部和考古局以及印度各地参展博物馆的同仁们的辛勤工作和精诚合作表示衷心的感谢。
of India and all Indian museum professionals involved for your hard work, our friendly neighbors linked by mountains and rivers and cultures, thus making significant contributions. Official delegations.